how's it going? So today we're going to do something a little bit different. Today we're going to be talking about some video games, my latest binge fest, Doom Eternal, and then I figured why not. So we're also going to discuss Doom 2016. So let's start with that one. So Doom, classic game, arcade game back in the day, great, just shooter, just good stuff. So a little bit about Doom 2016. So obviously it's rated M, a lot of gore, a lot of just unnecessary violence and things like that. So it's not for the faint of heart, and if you have kids, I probably wouldn't play it around them. It should be common sense, but people are crazy. Game is very fun, the Doom 2016. I'm only going to be talking about the campaign because I didn't play much of the multiplayer, but it does have a multiplayer function where I think it's Doomslayer on Doomslayer, or maybe Doomslayer against demons. Like I said, I didn't really play it that much, so I wouldn't really know. But the campaign was a lot of fun. The campaign was very simple. It was more of like a classic kind of take on, a game where it's like level based. So you'll go through and your mission, and you got to clear out explore the map and things like that. Very classic, very arcade style, there's room to explore, so I think it's pretty cool. Each level has like a hidden stage where you can pull a lever and you'll find a secret area where it's like, it goes to like 8-bit, so it looks like the old like arcade style kind of graphics. It's pretty cool stuff. The game can be completed in a short amount of time. I think I beat it in like 3 or 4 days when I played through it the first time. But I'm a casual gamer. I play games to enjoy myself, so I usually play on like mid difficulty. So that being said, the game wasn't crazy hard. There are sections like you'll be going through the level and then it'll lock you into an area, and just like the heavy music will hit and you're just like in there for however long until you defeat the entire horde. So that aspect of it is pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. What else can I say? Weapon variation, there's a good amount of weapons. There's a whole weapon wheel, so I think there's about 8 or so weapons, not counting your chainsaw and BFG. So good weapon variation, and each weapon has like 2 attachments basically, so you can have 2 different, or I think altogether 3 different fire modes. For example, you get a pretty heavy machine gun. Obviously it's a machine gun, and then you can get an attachment for it that turns it into, from shooting regular bullets into like micro missiles. And then on the flip side of that, I think it turns it into a sniper rifle. So yeah, every gun has like 3 different fire modes, so that's pretty sweet. So the reason I wanted to talk about it is because on release, I didn't think Doom 2016 got a lot of attention. Myself, I picked it up. I think I had just gotten home from training and all that stuff. I was working and hitting up GameStop pretty frequently because for those of you that don't know, GameStop will weekly put out just various games for a reduced price of like $20. So this is like a couple, maybe 2, maybe 3 weeks after release. I got this for $20 at GameStop. Brand new, by the way, brand new games for $20. So I sat down and played through it, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. Why haven't I heard anybody talk about this? But then again, a lot of the media coverage or just coverage on video games in general is mostly based, nowadays at least, around multiplayer games. So that could be a factor. But I really enjoyed it. It's a Bethesda game made by Bethesda Studios. Bethesda is the same people that put out like Fallout and Skyrim and a couple other games. But yeah, even with so I think that's all I have to say about Doom 2016. Just really fun, just really awesome single player experience. So moving into Doom Eternal, I was a little bit nervous because of the Fallout 76, like just everything that was going on with that, and Bethesda's name hasn't been too great lately. Yeah, but mostly due to the Fallout 76 stuff. I was a little nervous, and then I saw some gameplay and like the trailers for it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this looks sick. So this is the cover for the deluxe edition, and then put it on the back, and I'll bring it in closer. This is the skin you got for pre-ordering it, or maybe this is the deluxe skin or whatever. It's pretty dope. That's the one I used for the duration of that I played the game. So this one, I think it took me about 3 days to beat it. Obviously, the whole quarantine thing over the weekend really helped with that. But I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. Basically, everything that was great about Doom 2016, they just polished and improved on for this game. I thought they did a really good job with the graphics. Look amazing, fantastic, and you can kind of like the art on the front is like kind of like what you can expect from the in-game kind of stuff, like just how much detail there is and just how good and like crisp it looks. So the game itself, booting it up, I was like, this is awesome. So they immediately throw you into a situation where you're around some like kind of not so powerful guys, so you look awesome right out the get-go. And I'm not going to talk about the storyline itself. It's going to be mostly gameplay. So like I said, every gun has like 3 fire modes because they keep the attachments kind of thing to it. I think they changed the functionality of a couple of the weapons, which based on what I can remember, I think is for the better. I really enjoyed it. They added a grappling hook to the super shotgun, so you can grapple up to somebody. It'll pull you to them, and you can fire on them. It's pretty legit. They added a couple new weapons in. So the BFG, they added like a variant of it, but you have to go through like, so in the missions you'll find secret areas that you have to unlock with like special keys, and you have to go find the key, open the area, and then beat the area. And those are hard. Like they're designed to be difficult because it unlocks that variant of the BFG. And what that variant is basically, so the BFG fires one giant like ball of energy, and then it like tentacles out and like damages demons as it passes by. This variant, it's basically just like a turret of like BFG like power. So it's just like, it's really, really cool. What else did they add? They added, it's called the Crucible. It's basically just a sword, and you get 3 charges with it when you unlock it, and then it one hits basically anything except for like the main boss at the end. It just one hits everything, which is so awesome. Because there's a couple of those enemies where it's kind of a pain in the butt to deal with them, but yeah, the sword is wicked. So that being said, pretty much. They added some new functions in, like you can dash now. I don't think that was in the original game. And there's also like a wall climbing function. So they add a bit of a puzzle jumper into it a little bit to make the levels a bit more diverse, I guess. Didn't take away from me at all. I'm not the best at puzzle jumpers, but even I could get through the game with like not too much problems or anything like that. So that was pretty good. There is a multiplayer mode to this as well. I don't have it, or I haven't played it personally just yet. They actually recommend that you beat the first, I think, half of the campaign before you play it. I believe it's called Battle Mode. Yeah, Battle Mode, a Slayer versus Demon multiplayer experience. So I myself haven't played that yet. Once I beat the game, I went back through all the missions and found the collectibles I missed. There's, apart from this deluxe skin, there's actually a few skins that you can unlock via like, it's like an in-game currency almost. They're called Sentinel batteries. Basically you have a fortress on the moon that you operate from, and you teleport to your various missions from there. So they kind of add like a hub center, which I thought was pretty cool because there's unlockables in there. Like you take those Sentinel batteries and you power different parts of the station for different unlockables. So that being said, I think there's a total of 3 skins hidden within your Doom Fortress. So that's pretty cool. One of them's a classic Marine suit. Another one, I can't remember exactly what they're called, but they all look pretty cool. And so I like that they added that little bit of customization to it. And you can also customize your guns. Like I believe those skins are primarily unlocked through battle mode, from my understanding at least. So I like the level of customization they added to it between the alternate fire modes, the alternate skins you can get, and things like that. I thought it was pretty sweet. Now something else that they added in that I really enjoyed was cheat codes. So you can go throughout the missions, and obviously you'll have your secrets, and once you find them, there'll be like toys or albums, and once you're in the Doom Fortress, you can play those albums, or I haven't found a use for the toys just yet. I think they're just like, they almost look like little Funko Pops, so that's pretty cool too. But the cheat codes, so when you beat the game and you go into mission select, you can turn on different cheat codes. One of them, it was in the Doom 2016, but basically it takes away your guns and you just have your fists, and you just run around and basically one punch everything. It's pretty cool. It's just a lot of fun. And there's other cheat codes like unlimited ammo, which to my very much excitement, it gives you full like maximum or unlimited ammo for the sword. So I went through entire missions with that cheat code on, just like wasting people with a sword. It was awesome. So I think that's gonna wrap it up. Like I said, the game was crisp, the game was clean, I didn't run into any glitches with it. Doom Eternal is like a week old by this point, maybe. No glitches, no crazy updates, just a solid, just single player game. Like I said, I haven't played the multiplayer yet. I probably won't, if we're gonna be honest. I'm not huge into multiplayer games. But yeah, I can't say enough good about it. The game was pretty long too. I think it was like 12 or 13 missions, and each mission's pretty lengthy. And then there's that replayability of like going back for collectibles, or I can't remember what they're called, but they're basically like challenges. You can find them throughout the levels, and part of the thing is going back and finding those and completing all of them. I'm not entirely sure what it unlocks, but I'm sure it unlocks something cool. So between that stuff, like even if you didn't like go through the, like in depth every single mission, there's tons of replayability in that, especially when you beat the game and unlock the cheat codes. Like I said, there's even cheat codes to make the game harder too. So there's a lot of customization. I'll just summarize it that way. So I really enjoyed this game. I thought it was really fun. If you want to do like fully understand the story and everything, playing Doom 2016, I think you can pick up Doom Eternal. Like I haven't played this game since 2016, and I was able to pick up Doom Eternal and pretty much get the gist of what's going on and drive on through the game. But if you want the full experience, I would probably recommend playing Doom 2016 first and then playing Doom Eternal. But it's really not necessary. So yeah, like I said, I can't say enough good about it. Bethesda did really well with this. I have pretty much the same feelings about the Wolfenstein games they've been doing lately for like the newer generation consoles. New Order, Old Blood, and I can't remember what the newest one is called, but those have all been pretty solid and pretty fun to play. And Wolfenstein 2, the something Colossus, I think. So Bethesda has been killing it on single player games. I'm not sure how or why they dropped the ball with Fallout 76, but I don't think that game still, like I don't think it's getting good like reception still, and it's been well over a year since release. So yeah, I don't know what Bethesda's doing. They can make some pretty darn good single player games, that's for sure. So that's gonna wrap it up. I think next I'm gonna bring out Jedi Fallen Order. The Star Wars game that came out this previous year around October, November, I believe. We're going to talk about that, and then probably going to do a video on the Borderlands series. We'll see where we go after that. But thank you so much for watching if you stayed through the whole video, and let me know if I influenced your decision to play or purchase this game. Yeah, thank you. See you later.